Let's jump into the next one. It is Skin Drone. What did they do in this song? Oh, guitar, okay. Ooh, I like this riff here. That was cool. Very obsolete Fear Factory. Archetype and obsolete. Yeah, more obsolete though. Oh, I like that automation that Nate's adding right there. With the pan left, pan right, pan left, pan left, pan right. With a volume automation there. Wages for Slaves. This is a re-listen. This track reminds me of Three Teeth a little bit. Like old Three Teeth, like their first album. That's a huge problem in today's world, dude. People put objects in front of their family. That's Christian? I didn't know that. Oh, on bass, okay. I like these guitars. Ooh, what's that effect there? Like a glitch effect. That's cool.
Wages for slaves, slave for wage, plastic and meaningless and lost. Wages for slaves, slave for wage.
That's cool. A little glitch effect there. Alright, I'm gonna stop that there. Alright, so with Wages for Slaves, that is it. So Christian wasn't on bass the whole album, or that's just the song that he like stands out the most. You said that his bass pops off there.
Oh no, he's on the bass for the whole album, but there's a couple songs where it really popped, and I really thought he really stood out there. That's why I just want to point out. Just make sure you notice, you hear that bass, and you know it's Christian because he is amazing.
He's a good bass player.
Well, he started off as a guitarist, which I find funny. I love his bass work so much more.
When we checked out De-Evolution, was it last month or 2 months ago? You could really hear his bass popping off in that as well. I really like that album.
Style, and he's good.
Yeah. So you said that Skin Drone was written for the actual band was on it, but you guys didn't give him a feature? Is it just they didn't want to feature on there? Or?
So backing vocals and extra guitar work was Skin Drone. I thought I had that somewhere. I'm loading up some of my other stuff, looking at it, and again, there was a lot of struggle in releasing this album, so I wasn't supposed to release it the way I did until like the last minute, so I had to just really throw everything together. It definitely looks like I forgot to throw auto on there on this part. I think it's actually listed in the album. I apologize if I left off one of the sides.
Yeah, I'm I'm looking. I don't see it on there. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely take care of that, brother, because that was a pretty good song. Wages for Slaves, definitely. I believe I checked that out during our interview. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I heard that. But yeah, that's a good song. I love all the glitching effects that Nate adds into that track, especially like at the ending, and you have to listen to this with headphones, because if you're not listening with headphones, you don't get the full aspect of an album or a song for that matter. You know, you don't get to hear the full range of what the engineer did in the mix. Yeah, it's just my personal
That
opinion.
engineer is Nate, and
Yeah.
I cannot tell you, how much the two of us learned about making albums from the first one to this one. Um, yeah, we definitely learned a lot, and we grew a lot, and I think we helped each other. Because Nate's really good, but at the same time, I think you become tone deaf to yourself
Mm-hmm.
after you've mixed something so long.
Oh yeah.
You don't hear anything, and so Nate would send me the mix. I'm like, "This is good. Here's my suggestions." I'd literally listen to a song 100 times, literally 100 times before it got final mastered and uploaded, and I would be on. I was literally like, vocal track 20 seconds increase 0.2 decibels for 5 seconds decrease 0.5 decibels at this second, and I would do that for every track.
That's wild. You guys didn't use really compressors on here? So compressors will do that with no problem. They will
I
turn.
was listening per track, and after he would do everything, I still felt certain aspects just needed a little bit more of a kick or a little bit less of a kick
Okay.
or a crescendo, decrescendo. So I would literally just go through and tell him on every track where I think it just needed a little bit more personal touch. I mean, he already had it with a great sound, but I think having just that second ear really allows you to really push it to the next level, so you don't become tone deaf to your own music.
Oh yeah, I agree. So, as a producer myself, for what, almost 5 years now I've been doing it. But the fact of the matter is, when you produce something, you always want to make sure you take breaks, because if you don't take breaks and you just bring something out there, and like if you're fine with, let's say you start at like 7 in the morning and you don't stop until 7 p.m. Of course you take breaks, but I'm talking like a real break, like 8 hours. You need a good night's rest to get your ears back to what it should be. And then you go in with a fresh listen, continuing your journey of finishing a song. And that happened to me with my first album as well. I was really, really just, I didn't have all the add-ons. I didn't have all the plugins that I needed. I didn't have a reference for my headphones. My buddy in Norway, shout out goes to Marius Strand in Sphere. He has hooked me up with so many plugins, bro. It's ridiculous. He has given me the websites to go buy them and stuff. And I put a lot of money into music production and as well as video production for this channel.
Well, you got to also make sure that you can take criticism, and you need that in a band of that didn't sound right. I don't think that fit. I think you could do better, stuff like that. And I've recorded stuff with you. I've recorded stuff with other bands, and they're like, it wasn't your best. I'm like, I know, I'm working on it. And whenever I
Yeah,
record something, even when worked with you, I usually, especially if I'm working with somebody new, I'll record like my first take just to get the style and flow of what I'm working with. With Nate, I really don't have to do that because we've just been doing it for so long, but it's a little different when I'm working with somebody else. And, I'm usually sending them like a rough track, a rough draft of what I'm going to do, and that'll just be like the foundation before I come back and
yeah,
do all my tweaks to fit with your style, with your sound, with your final mix. With Nate, and this is how I've done it with almost every song. There's only one song I did do it with on the first album because it was hilarious. I literally was had so many lyrics. I would only get one line in, and I would just fuck it up. So I literally cut and pasted this whole song, and I actually have gone through to see if I can find my original demos, because you could literally hear me get one line right, and then you'd hear a bunch of swearing in the background, and I was cutting all the swearing out just to get it all in sync. But with this, a lot of these songs, I actually, I don't want to say 100% freestyle. When I'm recording the songs, I will have an idea of the lyrics in front of me, and I'll listen to Nate's music for about a week to get the mood of the song, and I'll pretty much go and record every single song one take with um actually kind of ad-libbing the words, because to me that's when you get that real natural sound, which makes it a little difficult for the lyrics because then I have to go re-listen to everything I just did and write the lyrics out. So I'm not walking in with the lyrics cut in stone. I actually am, what you hear is literally the first attempt of all the lyrics.
Wow, man. So with the case of me in perspective working on the next single, dude, it's been oh my god, bro. It's like both of us just can't agree on a sound and we're trying to come to a happy medium. So I just finally I called him one day. I was like, dude, listen to this. I'm gonna put the headphones up and he's gonna listen to it. So he's like, all right, stop it there. This is what this part needs. I was like, this is so much easier, bro. Instead of just like, trying to do it with through text messaging, and it's just
Oh yeah.
so much
Oh yeah.
easier when you listen to it together. So
Well, even when we worked on the song together, what was your friend's name?
our cover,
Uh,
our cover
yeah,
we did in Mushroom Head, yeah.
yeah. Even then, there's criticism, and I'm not. It's always constructive, so I'm not saying it was bad. And I made the suggestion of think of it like this. I'm like, okay, and I came back and did it. I thought it sounded a lot better, but that was giving you all the rough draft to kind of give you an idea of where I was going.
Hell yeah! All right, guys, let's
So
just
tell me I'm wrong. I can always take being told I'm wrong.
nah, bro. I'm just here to I'm a brutal, honest person when it comes to music reviewing, and I've been listening to music for a fucking long time. I think the first
Well, I
time I
mean,
listened to
as I
music
said,
was
even
like
when
7
recording and
years
working
old
with
or
people,
6 years old or something. I don't know. What's that?
I need people to tell me I'm wrong. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm never going to always be right. I need people to say that part didn't hit it. You should, give it another go. I've got no problem. My ego's not that big, so it's like I will definitely take that constructive criticism and try again. So I take no offense.
I don't know if you know OSN, old school nerd. He's a drummer, and he basically told me how to fix my mixes, and I took all of his excuse me, excuse me. I took all of his advice, and dude, this new single is just it sounds so much better than Eden and fucking Despair, and I'm just so excited to bring it to the public. But yeah, I want to
I mean,
jump
I
in.
think you've heard a couple of our things, and you've definitely heard where the mix has grown and changed over the
Yes,
years.
Insurgents and Grind are my two favorites that you guys have done so
Oh,
far.
those were fun. Insurgents is all about the struggles we had with getting this album out. That was the whole point of that song.
Yeah, it was about the record company. That's right. You told me that.
Yep.